Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another episode of TGR Exotics live on the Wildside. My name's Nick Bockelman, and today we are accompanied by Squishy and Moo Moo. These are our Cooney pigs. Now, if any of you have ever been to TGR Exotics on a tour, you've probably seen quite a few pigs running around. And the majority of the pigs that we have are these guys. Now, these are known as Cooney pigs. They're a New Zealand breed of pig, and they're very unique. So one of the things about them right off the bat is Coonies have these little globules of skin right here, little fat sacs that are called wattles right here on their face. So the true Cooney pigs are going to have these wattles. Another thing you'll see is that Coonies have a very short and upturned snout. And so what this does, this discourages them from rooting. So a lot of people that own ranches and whatnot love these guys to clean up their pastures because they won't root. They won't root and dig through the ground and search for tubers and things like that to eat. These guys are actually grazers for the most part. They predominantly just graze. That's their main food source. And they are the only domestic pig that is a predominant grazer. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, please feel free to ask any questions during the presentation. I'll answer them to the best of my abilities. So again, we have Squishy and Moo Moo, our Cooney pigs. Now, Cooney comes from the Maui word for, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's New Zealand locals known as the Maui, and it's their word for round and fat. That's what Cooney translates to. But these guys right here are rather lean. They're not as round and fat as, let's say, the potbelly pigs that we also have here at TGR Exotics. Now, another cool detail that I just became aware of, Glenn just showed me, is that the alpha pigs, now the males of the Coonies all have this, but the alpha, it's very prominent, is they have this layer of cartilage right here, okay? And it's real tough, and it's also down here as well. And this serves as armor, so these guys do have some pretty good tusks on them. And if the males are battling each other and they're swinging their heads back and forth, this is really going to help them so that the tusks don't puncture any vital organs or muscle tissue, anything like that. They have that layer of cartilage that's going to protect them. And over here, Squishy, his layer of cartilage isn't quite as thick as Moo Moo over here. Moo Moo's the alpha male, so he's got a big chunk of that cartilage right there. Now, on average, these guys' adult size is, it's anywhere from 4 to 5 feet long, and then at the shoulder, they'll be around 2 feet tall. They reach maturity at about 6 months of age, and at about a year old, that's when they become mature and they can start breeding. Now, the gestation period for females is around 114 days, and they will give birth to, on average, 7 piglets. Now, males and females are known, or males are known as boars, females are known as sows, but another name for the female pigs is also called a gilt. That's another name for the female Cooney. Another cool thing about the Coonies is their fur. They got this really coarse, stringy fur. Now, if we had one of our potbelly pigs over here, the potbelly pigs actually have a lack of fur. This probably has to do with where they're from. Potbelly pigs originate from Vietnam. It's a bit warmer there, whereas these guys are from New Zealand, so this is going to help them out in the colder climates that New Zealand faces from time to time.
Jackie wants to know, what is their favorite food?
Well, they are grazers, so they do love to eat grass, hay, and things like that. But every now and again, we give them some scraps. And I say they love the sweet stuff. They like cantaloupes, watermelon, bits of banana. Often they don't get banana, but they love the banana peels, especially. So that'll be their favorite snacks. Oh, here he is. Up and about. And another cool thing about these pigs is they're actually very docile. So even though their face might look a bit menacing with these awesome tusks right here, like I said, they're very laid back, very docile. So a lot of people like them on their farms. They're good for kids and whatnot. Anytime we have kids come here for tours, they love to come and pet our Coonies, and they're always extremely friendly. Look at these guys. He's going for wants a belly rub. They laid right on top of Squishy. Now, these guys right here are descendants from the Eurasian boar. So all domestic pigs are descended from Eurasian boar, and then these in particular are believed to be descended from Asian species of domesticated pigs, though their exact lineage, not quite sure which breeds mixed with which to make the Coonies. But as we know right now, or at least we believe, they are descended from Asian species of domesticated pig. As you can see, he's going there grazing. So like I said before, these guys are predominantly grazers.
Hi, Seth. Thanks for joining us today. Nice to see you. Your name there. You probably remember these pigs when you came here a long time ago. These guys are 8 years old now.
Oh yeah. Mother Athena is still going strong. These guys have quite a... So the males here can get anywhere from 200 to 250 pounds, and females usually cap out around the 150 to 175 range.
Emily wants to know, do they like playing in water and mud?
Oh, they do love the mud. They do love to get in the mud and take their mud baths, though they don't need it quite as much as the potbelly pigs do, because these guys have this nice layer of fur that helps protect them from the sun. Again, they do love their mud baths, but you tend to see our potbelly pigs get in the mud a bit more because they have a lack of this thick fur. Their skin's more exposed, so they genuinely need it. There's the little wattles right there. Unique to the Cooney breed. They have one on either side. So you got a true Cooney when you have these little wattles right here. We have some potbellies around. I'm not sure where
You
they're
could
at.
probably holler pigs, and I bet they all come in it.
Let's see.
You might get goats too.
Oh yeah. Pigs! Pigs!
Okay, here comes Felicia. Okay, here. They run pretty fast. Let's see. Here comes
Oh, yeah.
Felicia.
Look at her go. She thinks she's getting a snack.
Felicia's their half-sister. You can see she has two wattles, but that doesn't make her a pure Cooney. She's like, oh, the water bottle.
Yeah, her snout's slightly longer.
This is Felicia. Amanda Felchek raised her. She was, we take people's potbelly pigs when they don't want them anymore, but they need to be spayed or neutered, and her mom, Daisy, was not spayed and had a litter of pigs, and Felicia is the only one that survived, and Amanda bottle raised her, and we had her spayed so we could keep her. Yes, she ran because she wants snacks, and we have nothing.
She's been tricked. Let's see. Kevin!
Oh,
Kevin!
Kevin's cute too. He was someone's pig. He turned 3 in January.
He might be a little scared
But
of all the
he's
big
definitely,
pigs.
so right here, Felicia is half potbelly, half Cooney, but she is ginormous. She's double the size of these males. Kevin! He's a potbelly, so he doesn't move as fast. He waddles. Oh, and there's their other brother.
Yeah,
Vinny. Here's Kevin. Oh, and then we have some goats coming.
It's a barnyard bonanza. Yeah, Kevin over here is a potbelly pig, so they originate from Vietnam. And one of the things that you'll notice is that Kevin doesn't have that thick coat that Vinny right there does, Vinny being a Cooney pig. And so Kevin tends to stay out of the sun a bit more. I mean, both of them like to be cool, but Kevin needs to stay out of the sun. He needs to take mud baths often to help protect his skin. Kevin's absolutely sweet.
Oh, Joelle wants to know, is it just her or hard to hear? Maybe now. Can you hear better? He was like, nothing. I'm leaving. Y'all had no treats.
Yeah.
And then there's Little P who's walking up.
Yeah, that is the smallest pig I've ever seen. So for those of you that would like a pet pig and you think, oh, I'll go ahead and get a micro pig because they stay small, that is not the case. They generally still get over 100 pounds easy. So if you're looking for a pig that fit in the palm of your hand for the rest of its life, that is not a thing.
So Little P there, we got her at 4 months old, and she is a micro, but she's 6. She'll be 6 actually in September. She's pretty darn small.
That's the smallest micro pig I've ever seen. Always to do with the genetics right there. It's really special. Most of them don't stay that small.
Do the pigs all get along? Asks Emily.
Oh yes, they do.
They have to.
Every now and again they might get a little noisy over food, but they never actually fight each other.
So you can see the size difference here next to Felicia, who's the mixed half pot belly. And then you see Vinny next to her. Big size difference. And she does have that thick coat, just like the Coonies.
Oh yeah, and the Coonies are extremely docile pigs. They're good with each other, they're good with kids.
And then here's Little P. She's so cute. And the 2 Cooney boys.
And one of the funny things these guys do is often find Squishy right here on his back, and then Moo Moo will come over and he'll start scratching his belly for him. So they're very sweet to each other. They get along great.
Hey, lady. Hi, you. Any questions for Nick? The spotted one is so cute. Okay, now I hear Nick best.
Is there anything anyone missed during the presentation that you would like to know?
So we're over here in this cluster of trees, which is their favorite in the fall. So we have 11 pecan trees here on property, and the pigs just graze from tree to tree in the fall, looking for all the pecans that fall during the day. They get a little more fluffier during that time of year. Nick, your dad said she needs lipstick.
Oh yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah, they actually did that one time where he used to work. Put lipstick on a pig.
But it was cute. And they look cute. When they eat the pecans, their noses get stained from the pecan shells, and they're super like a mahogany color. Also, I want to give a shout out. Adrian Torres, thank you so much for your monetary donation on Venmo yesterday. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys, if you can, if you don't know already, you could go to our website, TGRExotics.com, and there you can find ways to help us out, either through donating produce or monetary donations, things of that nature. We greatly appreciate all of that. If you would like to share these videos with somebody that might not have a Facebook, check out our YouTube page, TGR Exotics Wildlife Park. And we have videos that you may have missed, along with other videos that aren't TGR Exotics live on the wild side, but little cute things we do with the animals here and there, giving them different enrichment items and getting their reactions. So there's all sorts of good stuff on there. Please subscribe, help us out, getting more subscriptions on YouTube and more watch time. And yeah, and make sure to tune in every day at 3 p.m. for our daily Live on the Wild Side. There goes the Coonies doing what they do best, grazing. As I said before, the Coonies, the only domestic pigs that are strict grazers. For the most part, people that keep them just let them graze in their pastures. They'll rotate them, and then maybe during the winter they'll give them a little bit of alfalfa, things of that that nature and scraps and whatnot, but for the most part, you guys do just fine grazing.
Jackie says, I love the live stories. I learned so much.
Oh, well, thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Love these pigs too.
Well, thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Thank you. Bye.